Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna be bringing you guys an MLB ranking video. Gonna be ranking all of the 30 MLB logos from my personal least favorite to my favorite. So of course it is my opinion, it's my personal favorite. I'm not necessarily ranking them from worst to best. I would love to see which are your favorite logos, so definitely leave your in the comment section below. Love to see which logos you like, whether it's the present logo of the team or the past logos of them. I'm only going to be going through the present logos, so the logos they would be using in the 2020 season. So of course we all miss baseball. Hopefully all of you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're safe, staying at home, and hopefully we'll see baseball again very soon. So do leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, guys. Without further ado, here we go with my least favorite logo at number 30. So at number 30, I actually have the Pittsburgh Pirates logo. So a couple of these logos you'll see at the bottom of my list, they'll have something similar, just plain letters. So I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, it is a cool letter piece the way that it is. It's a nice yellow color. It's not just straight P, there's kind of like some little arrows around it, make it a little more stylish. But main reason I have it at number 30 is the Pirates logo they had about 7 years ago up to 2013 was exceptional. It was the pirate, the Pirates written on it. You guys can see the logo right there on the screen. That was awesome. I miss that logo. Hopefully they'll bring it back in the near future as a primary logo. At number 29, I have the Colorado Rockies primary logo. Just a bit, I would say, boring. It is cool that it is the team's initial C and R, but again, following the same theme as the Pirates, it's just letters. I like logos have a lot of originality, character, as you guys will see later on in the list. I do like that the Rockies have some purple in their branding. I would like the purple to be a bit more prominent, maybe include Rocky Mountains as they have for alternate logos. I think that would make the logo much better. At number 28, I actually have the Detroit Tigers logo. I really like the logos they used where it had an actual tiger in it. Now, it is cool in the fact that it is a calligraphed letter D. It's not just a boring letter. It does have a bit of cool design to it, so I will give them that. I like it the way it is in terms of just a letter, but again, I like the logos have a bit more to them, so that's why I have the Tigers at number 28. Now at number 27, I have the Cleveland Indians logo. I miss the old Indians logo. Of course, they couldn't keep Chief Wahoo, so they now have just a simple block letter C. Again, similar to the other teams we just discussed. I'm not a big fan of plain letters. I think that it does look cool. It's the way that the shape is with the blue outline around the red center. I think that it does look good if you're just looking at letters, but again, compared to all the other logos in MLB, I just couldn't put it higher up, so I have it at 27 on my list. Now at number 26, we have the Cincinnati Reds. It is a cool idea with the C kind of enveloping around the Reds color. Main color of the logo obviously is red because that is the name of the team. So it is a pretty cool logo. It just doesn't stand out for me. It's not one of the logos I'll go buy a hat of. It is cool, but again, it's not originally enough for me. I think that the C being a bit stretched out, I think maybe bothers me a bit for that logo, but I have the Reds at number 26 on my list. Now at number 25, the first of our, you say circle logos. So I have a few logos in a row. You guys will see that in my list that I bunch up different types of logos together, like this letter logos together, the round logos, and then once we get to the higher tier of my list, there'll be a lot more different types of logos. So again, number 25, Minnesota Twins. It is pretty cool, at least unique. So you got the Twins going across the baseball with baseball club around it. It is simple but yet unique, and it works. It's a pretty good logo for the Minnesota Twins. Just the ones on top of it are much better. Number 24, I have the Seattle Mariners. So in the middle, you got kind of that compass feel, navigator out at the sea. It all works. You've got that like teal blue that really no other team uses. It's pretty unique, Seattle. And just like Minnesota, it is simple enough but yet unique. It works for a team. It's a good logo. Have it at number 24 on my list. So at number 23, I have the Texas Rangers. I'm a big fan of their new branding with the Rangers across the uniform. Their new uniforms are phenomenal. I'm gonna be ranking their basic logo that they use. It is a good logo. I like the way that the T, the typography they use for the T, the way it is with the little points around it. We got the baseball in the background, red, white, and blue. It works for a team out of the United States. So it's a very good logo. One of the better round logos, I would say, the ones that I've grouped together. So that's the Texas Rangers. So number 22, I have the defending World Series champion Washington Nationals. We got that curvy W across the front with Washington and Nationals at the top and bottom. You got the stars there for the United States, of course. So it is a good logo, just like the Texas Rangers. It kind of goes with America, red, white, and blue. It's a pretty good logo, simple, yet it works for the Nationals. I really like it. So one of the better logos I have in that group. Now at number 21, I actually had a San Diego Padres. I really like the shade of blue that they use for this particular logo. It's kind of like a dark navy blue, and then you just got white over it. That really pops out. It stands out. It's simple. It's clean. The SD just fits really well with the baseball club underneath. I think it is a great logo, and I am a huge fan of their new uniforms as well. I got that brown and yellow together. It is phenomenal. San Diego Padres falling at number 21 on my list. Now at number 20, I have the Kansas City Royals. So it is a pretty unique logo where you got kind of like a crown on top, simulating Royals with the Royals underneath. I think that it could be even a bit better. I mean, I like the gold. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of that certain shade of gold. Maybe it's had a bit of gold or yellow around the letters. I don't know. But the Royals itself, the type of typography they use, it really works. I like it. It's a unique logo again. I'm going to say that for a lot of the logos. But with that kind of shield with the crown over it, I think it works. It's pretty cool. Royals fall in at number 20 on my list. At number 19, I have the New York Mets. It's a bit of a busier logo. There's a lot going on, but you got the New York skyline, of course, the Mets Metropolitans. You've got the seams of the baseball, with the baseball being orange. So that's very unique to the New York Mets with that blue and orange. Usually you see a baseball logo where the seams would still be red. So that's a little personalized touch they have for their own logo. And again, with the New York City skyline, you got the bridge in the background. Orange and blue are one of the color combinations that I personally like the most. I think it looks really nice. So having the New York Mets at number 19 on my list. At number 18, how does Chicago White Sox? So black and white. Very simple, nothing too crazy. You've got, I really like the way that the S has like a kind of wave around it as well. The O and the X, they all fit together kind of like a puzzle, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. I think that black and white is actually pretty cool color combination for them. I mean, it's not the most extravagant colors. Obviously, when you look at teams like the LA Kings in the NHL, they use black and white. I like a lot of color, but I think the Chicago White Sox logo, it just works for what they are, their branding. I have them at number 18 on my list. Now, number 17, I actually have the Arizona Diamondbacks. So I grew up in a time where the Diamondbacks used to have that green and purple branding, the time they had Randy Johnson. I really like that color combination they used to have. This is kind of like the old logo, but they revamped it again with different colors. You got like that red, maroon, dark red color along with the black and like the light beige color around it. So I really like the Diamondbacks logo as a kid growing up. So it does have, it's going to go a little higher up on my list than maybe if I just saw the logo for the first time. So that's why I have it at number 17 on my list. Now, number 16, the Houston Astros. Like I mentioned earlier, I really liked orange and blue, how they work together. You got that orange star in the middle with the big H on top of it. It's a nice logo. I like the star. I like the color combination. The Houston Astros really pops out of it and kind of like a badge feel for logo. So I have the Houston Astros logo at number 16 on my list. At number 15, just about at the halfway point, I've got the San Francisco Giants. with Giants across the baseball in the back. Similar to the New York Mets, they use the orange C's for the baseball compared to the usual red C's you would see. So again, touch of personalization for the Giants. I really just like the way that the Giants looks of it, the typography they use. Black and orange, it works fantastic together. Just like Halloween colors, they go well together, they match. And the ball isn't necessarily white, it's kind of like an off-white cream color almost. So I really like that for the San Francisco Giants logo. Starting off my top 14, I have the Tampa Bay Rays. You've got the logo being a diamond. You got Rays at the top of it. It's kind of like the baseball diamond. You got the bases just in underlined with a bit of light blue, baby blue. You've got the kind of like sun ray star in there as well. It's a really nice logo, kind of like a baby blue. It's really fresh looking. I like it. It's clean. Tampa Bay Rays falling at number 14 on my list. Now at number 13, I love teams that use green and yellow. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, my favorite team in the NFL. They use green and yellow as well. Oakland A's, I especially like their really light green jerseys, but for this one, the forest green, you got the classic A's in the middle as well. I really like their branding. They always use, again, green and yellow. It's simple, it works. One of those round logos. Again, it falls a bit higher up on my list, just given the typography of the A that's cool and the actual color combination as well. So I've got Oakland A's at number 13. At number 12, classic, the Boston Red Sox. You see it all the time on hats, you see it everywhere. The classic Red Sox in the middle with that really unique Boston lettering, unique to them. Boston and Red Sox at the bottom. It works. It's a classic logo and it is really nice. I like the red and white color as well. The red really pops off the white. That's why it's at number 11 on my list. Now at number 11, just falling short of my top 10, a new logo of the Philadelphia Phillies. Got that blue Liberty Bell with Phillies across of it in red. The point of the eyes are actually stars with the white outline. Really nice. Blue and red, that's one of my favorite color combinations, along with green and yellow, blue and orange. So I really like that logo for that as well. It's a fresh look. It's modern. You got that Liberty Bell with just screens Philadelphia. It's really nice. Great job on the Phillies on that logo. Starting off my top 10, the bird of the Baltimore Orioles. Orange and black works fantastic together. It got kind of like a cartoon feel to it. I always really like drawing logos. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I like drawing stuff like cartoon related. So it just goes together. It's like cartoonish, but it's a logo at the same time. It's just really nice. He's got that Orioles O's hat on as well. It is awesome. I really like that logo. He falls at number 10 on my list. Now at number 9, a logo that has a lot of different opinions about it. Either you love it, either you hate it. Miami Marlins new logo, just from a couple of years now. I love the fact that it has black and then kind of like neon blue and neon red, kind of like a neon sign you see like at a bar. I think that's the way I look at it. I really like the neon aspect of it. You got the baseball seams around it as well. The Marlins kind of like outline, so it's not too detailed. I like the old Florida Marlins branding that they had. I like to see it brought back from time to time, but I think this is better than the M they had where it had orange, yellow, etc. I think it is an improvement. Miami always has some nice colors with their branding as well. I honestly think it works. I have it at number 9 on my list. Now at number 8, a logo that's very simple, but it works. The LA Angels. So you got the halo on top of it. I like the typography of the A. Again, it's like I mentioned with a lot of logos, it's simple. A lot of baseball logos, they went with simplicity. Compared to, for example, NHL, there's a lot of logos that have a lot of designs, a lot of detail in it. Baseball has to work. Just put it on the cap and it's simple. But again, the A with the halos, I find it's really cool. And I just like the way it looks. LA Angels, number 8 on my list. Number 7, the Atlanta Braves. I love it. You got that red like tomahawk with the yellow kind of like rope around it. The typography of the Braves with the navy blue over it with red just stands out. I always like the Braves branding, whether it's their uniforms, their logo. Big fan of it. Atlanta Braves, they are at number 7 on my list. Now at number 6, almost at our top 5, the Chicago Cubs, an all-time classic. You got the C with the UBS for Cubs in the middle. Kind of similar to Reds with the idea where you got a big C, you got letters in the middle, but I think that the Cubs being a perfect kind of circle, red, white, and blue, it works. It's a bit more compact, and that's why I like it so much. I like the classic uniforms they have, pinstripes, Wrigley Field, everything about it is really cool for the Chicago Cubs. They're at number 6 on my list. Starting off my top 5, at number 5, I've got the New York Yankees logo. It is awesome. Again, like I mentioned with the Diamondbacks, New York is one of the teams that I grew up watching the most, along with the Red Sox and my favorite team, the Blue Jays. But we got that Yankees baseball bat with like the hat on top of it, Yankees across of it, got the baseball in the background. It just works. Red, white, and blue for America. I really like that logo. It's like I mentioned, it's a classic. So obviously the Yankees are known for the simple NY logo we see often on baseball caps around the world. It's the most recognizable logo and probably the most worn in sports, but this is like their primary team logo, I guess you could say. So that's have that one on my list. I like it better than the NY, which the NY obviously is very, very popular. It's very cool. This one has a bit more color. Number 5 on my list. So at number 4, the LA Dodgers are at number 4 for my list. I love red, white, and blue, like I mentioned. Blue is my favorite color. Add in some red. This ball looks like it's being struck by a bat and going into outer space. It looks like a meteor. You got the streaks behind the ball. The classic Dodger script blue with the red, it pops out. It looks really nice with their branding, their jerseys they have. Again, it's simple, it works, it's really cool. I like the Dodger stuff. Number 4 on my list. Number 3 to 1 really could be almost in any order. They are all phenomenal logos. Number 3, thank you Milwaukee for finally changing your logo. This is what they had before, which is alright. You got the blue. I'm not a fan of the color scheme they use, but look at this. The Milwaukee Brewers have a phenomenal logo. Blue, yellow, white. You got the baseball glove, which has the B in it, and it has an M for like the fingers where the glove is. You got the baseball in the middle. Milwaukee Brewers. It's fresh, it's vibrant, it's modern. I love the colors. One of my favorite logos in all the sports. Their new uniforms are fantastic. Milwaukee, good job on your branding. This is absolutely phenomenal. But number 2 and 1, they're just a step ahead of the Brewers. At number 2, I've got the amazing bird, the cardinal for the St. Louis Cardinals, sitting on top of the bat. Look at that, just beautiful. I love the red. The Cardinals, the way that the C wraps around the baseball bat is bright yellow. The bat matches the beak. It just stands out. Along with the Braves, the Cardinals has some of my favorite branding in general. The uniform, the cap, the Cardinal logo. It's just like, it's a cute bird. It's really nice. Just like the Baltimore Orioles using a bird as a logo. I love it. Falls at number 2 on my list just because at number 1 is another bird. My favorite team, the Toronto Blue Jays. You can call me biased, but if they weren't my favorite team, they would be still in my top 3, maybe even number 1. It's just amazing. You got my favorite color blue with that beautiful red maple leaf, significant for obviously Canada on the flag. Being a Canadian, it's pretty cool to live in a country where we almost all cheer, majority of us cheer for one team. There are some fans of other teams in Canada as well, Red Sox fans, Yankees, but the Blue Jays, they're the only team that has an entire country behind them and got that red maple leaf to signify that on the logo. The Blue Jays itself, kind of like a throwback logo, but with a modern twist on it as well. I like it. We got Toronto, which is kind of like offset because of the way the Blue Jays hair or feathers go. I said hair, but the feathers. I like the way it works with the Toronto offset. Looks really nice. Got Blue Jays at the bottom with their own scripting. Just like the Boston Red Sox, they got like kind of their own lettering as well with the blue and the white line in the middle. So it's just, to me, it's a perfect logo. It's my favorite logo in baseball. My favorite team, the Toronto Blue Jays. Couple of birds in the top 10. I like teams that use animals for logos. So again, like I mentioned earlier, definitely leave comments below. Which are your favorite logos in MLB? Are there some of the past logos you would like to return to the teams? Like myself, I would love the classic Pirates logo to return. Maybe for the Diamondbacks, bring back more often their purple and green branding as well. So definitely let me know in the comments, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. It's fun to make, going through all the MLB logos. I mean, it's really cool to do that even with any sport. You go to see logos of teams, even past logos. Check out logos from a long time ago. And it's pretty cool to see how a team has developed from the original logo to the current logo. Some teams have had almost the entirety of their franchise with one logo. Some teams have changed many times. So it's cool to see. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day.